guys, it's me again. Just wanted to kind of touch on some checkerboarding techniques. So a lot of people like to do squares because, as you can see, it really makes the picture more complete versus a round picture, which doesn't have as much detail to it. If you look at, say, like this one here, you can see all the spaces in between, and a lot of people don't like that because you can see the glossiness to it, and apparently that's just not some people's favorites. But the pictures themselves are a little bit harder to do when they're squares. So by doing a checkerboard method, when you've got a large area to fill in, that's what you want to try to do here. So it is kind of one of those things where you're just filling in a large area very quickly and easily. So if you did the regular, one right after another in a row, it just seems to take forever. So instead, what you can do is take your diamonds and then just fill them in. So as you're going through, you're putting them in there, and then it kind of helps straighten them out as you're going along. So I kind of put some in here a little crooked just to give you an idea. So when you try to put them in, and you've got a crooked one, say like with this guy right here, granted it's not going to make the picture look nice, but you see how that one put it on that side, and then if you kind of go up here to the top and you put that one in on this side, see what it did? It started to line them up. So it can help, where you don't have to be as precise. I know a lot of people who are have sight issues. Squares may not be their friend, but it doesn't matter too much if you're doing a checkerboard method. Now, in an area like this, where there's a lot of individualized colors, yeah, you can't do the checkerboard method. That you do have to do the traditional in a row, or I do them by groups of colors. So as you see, I do pretty much, I put like this much in my tray, and then I put this much wherever the spaces are on my board. And so yeah, there might be a couple here that are by themselves, and here different colors. But again, as you're filling in the squares, they're going to basically fix each other. So like this little dude that's all by himself and kind of not in the right spot, he'll get fixed and straightened out as the rest of them are getting put in and around. So the checkerboard method is just a really quick way to easily put in squares without having to really make sure that you're lining them up exactly and making them perfect and all that fun stuff. Now what's really cool about checkerboard method too is something I really absolutely love, is the snappy sound. So as you're putting them in there, every so often you get a nice little snap sound. But my snaps come afterwards. So when I'm done, I don't use a rolling pin on my picture after I'm done. I do it as I'm working, and I use the end of my tip, the part that doesn't have a tip on it, as a rolling pin, so to speak. So I kind of just rub it across there, and as I do, you'll hear all these little snaps. And then the ones that are big like this, all you have to do is lift it up and push it down and snap it into place. So you have your own little built-in rolling pin at the end of your tip. But it's really cool. Like if you can get that in there. Oh, look at that. You hear those little snaps? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just amazing as you're going through and hearing all those little snaps? And then the ones that are really crooked, they'll pop out. So then you can put them in correctly and nice and neat. And again, I just use the end to snap them into place. And then I can kind of roll my tip across the board there, make sure everything's nice and neat and in place. And it kind of helps place things so as you're working on it, it's going to set into that glue a little bit easier. So that's the reason why checkerboard method is an awesome method. And as you can see, I can still do the checkerboard method as I'm working around pre-existing parts that I had to put in individually. So you can still put that method in as you're working along your picture, even with the ones that are grouped together. So it's a nice little thing to do. It just makes the time fly by so quickly and so much easier to do these squares. And again, it's not for everybody. Squares are not the easiest to do, but this just makes it that much easier and that much more fun. And then, of course, you get that nice snap at the end. So as you're going through, you know, I wait until I do the whole section, and then I go through and pat them down. And you'll hear a lot of snaps and crackles. It's better than a bowl of Rice Krispie treats, I tell you. So, hey, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please post them in the comments below. I'll get to them as quickly as I can and see if we can try to post some other videos for other people. You know, because it's all about helping each other and enjoying the sparkle. So, have a great day, everyone. Bye.